What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Boat Breaker channel. My name is Pete. Welcome to the channel. I'd like to give a huge shout out before we start this video to Kyle and Jacqueline, newly married. They just got married this past weekend in Pittsburgh. I was one of the groomsmen. Woo! Amazing party, beautiful couple. Loved the wedding, loved the ceremony. Everything about the weekend was perfect. If we could get some love in the comments for Jacqueline and Kyle, we would greatly appreciate that. What happens when things go wrong on a cruise? You might be wondering, how wrong can things really go on a cruise? You might have been on a cruise and something's happened so drastically and you might not even found out until you got off the cruise and you checked the news. What I want to talk about today can happen on any cruise. It can happen on your cruise. There's alcohol involved. There's 6,000 guests involved. Late nights, early mornings, high tension. People are vacationing. So I want to go over this one story specifically that kind of made me sick a little bit reading it. So I read a few articles on this story and I wanted to get your opinion as well as giving you guys the full story or whatever I was able to read. So on October 6th, about 2 weeks ago, on MSC's Seascape cruise, there was a pretty intense altercation in the ship's main theater. According to multiple reports, 49-year-old Kelly Lynn Ryan and her son Dylan Ryan got into a physical fight with an elderly passenger. So it all started when Kelly allegedly slapped the elderly man, and then her son Dylan jumped in and hit this man multiple times. According to reports, security footage shows Kelly slapping an elderly individual, followed by her son repeatedly hitting the same victim. The exact cause of the altercation remains undisclosed, but there are no reports of the elderly passenger getting into any trouble with the cruise line or police ashore. So what's shocking about this is this incident happened on the second day, just a day after the cruise left Port Miami. And it doesn't end there. So get this. Dylan was kicked off at the first port of call in Jamaica, completely removed from the ship with his luggage. But Kelly's mother was able to stay on board and enjoyed Grand Cayman Islands, their private island, MSC's private island, and stayed on for the duration of the cruise. But justice wasn't far behind, trust me. So she had some fun. She had a couple dinners. She probably had a couple cocktails. Everything's looking all good. Her son just got kicked off, so I don't have any idea why she just didn't get off. But again, maybe I don't know all of that story. But she remained on the ship and enjoyed shows and walking past people and having conversations with people. But here's the kicker. When the ship returned back to Port Miami, October 12th, local authorities were waiting for her and arrested her for battery assault on an elderly. Now, I'm a little confused, but battery charges are a serious offense, especially when it's with an elderly person. I'm kind of confused on why one had to leave immediately, one got to stay, but when he got back to Port Miami, he got arrested, but the son was never arrested. I'm a little confused on that whole thing, but she got arrested and charged with battery. Okay, ready for the full circle? I hope you're still watching the video. If you are here watching the video, drop a comment, but here comes full circle. Now, if you've been with the channel, if you've been sticking around with us for a minute, thank you so much. You'll remember that we went on the MSC Seascape 2 or 3 weeks after the ship came out, and you can look at the review. I'll leave it in the comments. One of the biggest problems we had with that ship was the mixed cultures and different backgrounds. Well, first of all, the food sucked. But going along with this story, how rude people were on that ship. Cutting lines, people didn't know a common language. All the announcements were done in a different language. So I'm not surprised it happened on this ship. I mean, MSC is a bit more of a luxury ship than, your typical Carnival, which we see fights on all the time. But again, here, we're talking about the MSC. I've been on that ship. I've experienced it firsthand. People drinking. There's no drinking limit. There's not a lot of security. I don't remember any security at all. So I tried following the paper trail. I tried doing True Detective and all those other shows that you guys watch and that I watch, obviously, too. I'm not as good as they are on the TV. She was left in custody. That's where the paper trail ends. We don't know what happened after that. I'm sure she had to step in front of a judge. She had to pay some penalties, some fines. Her permanent record, her son's permanent record. Well, I hope these things. So I don't know what happens next. But again, this serves as a reminder that all cruise lines take this very serious. I had no idea why her son got booted off the cruise, had to find his way home, and mom just got to cruise and eat and stuff and then got arrested. Like, what? But who knows, right? Who knows? Maybe you do. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this week's video. This is just a news video. I'm trying something different. Again, I'm trying to bring you guys something different. There was a bunch of news articles to choose from. I went with this one because I was on this ship and I felt like I had a connection with it. Also, if this mom and son stepped up to me and my dad, who would be in jail? Him? Me? I don't even know. Anyways, I'm just kidding. Don't fight. Don't drink too much. Drink water. Stay hydrated. I'll see you guys in the ocean. Thanks, you guys, for watching this video. See you next time.